about the red wolf, or Canis rufus. Red wolves are part of the Canidae family, which are significantly different than felines and hyenas. Canines have characteristics such as slender snouts, upright ears, teeth used for tearing flesh and cracking bones, long slender legs, and bushy tails. Hyenas are part of the Hyenidae family, which are very different from canines to the point where hyenas are closer related to felines.
Red wolves form packs much like other canines. These wolves are the smaller, thinner cousin of the gray wolf, which is the largest of all extant canines. Red wolves usually have a blackish to dark backs, with their bodies being a mixture of cinnamon, tawny, and grayish black. The muzzle and limbs are usually tawny or white, and the tail is tipped with black. They weigh around 40 to 80 pounds and stand around 2 feet tall from the shoulders, and about 4 feet from the snout to the tip of the tail.
Red wolves will eat small mammals such as raccoons, mice, rabbits, and whatever else they can hunt and get a hold of. They'll even occasionally scavenge carrion as well. They'll rarely take down hoof stocks such as deer unless they have other wolves in their pack to help them. A wolf will hunt in their territory for about 4 to 7 days, and then they'll hunt in another part of their territory for fresher food and fresher prey. In managed care, a wolf can live to be about 15 to 16 years old, where in the wild, they can usually live about 6 to 7. Not only are they physically smaller, but their population is significantly smaller as well. Out of all the large carnivores, including lions, tigers, and snow leopards, the red wolf has lost the most of its historical range, 99.7%. The red wolf is the most endangered of all canines.
Before becoming endangered, however, they lived in the lower 48 United States, from Texas, the Midwestern states, and even down to Florida. Unfortunately, due to grossly over-exaggerated rumors about red wolves killing livestock, farmers, ranchers, and government trappers would hunt these animals down for money, thus reducing their numbers exponentially and nearly adding them to the list of extinct animals. In 1970, they were on the brink of extinction, and as part of a very ambitious effort to save them, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services captured around 14 remaining red wolves that they could find in the wild. They bred them in managed care, and those 14 are now the ancestors to the 75 to 100 wolves that now live in North Carolina. Red wolves are the first animal to be successfully reintroduced after being declared extinct in the wild. 155 wolves live in managed care in 37 breeding facilities across the U.S. Slowly but surely, these wolves are making a comeback. Red wolves are primarily nocturnal. Home ranges are formed and become the exclusive territory of a pack. Packs usually consist of a mated pair and their pups. Red wolves will mate for life, and when bonded, they'll have 2 to 6 pups every spring. Larger packs have been reported as well. Dens are usually built to rear young offspring, and they're usually within trunks of hollow trees, sandy knolls, or stream banks. Packs will live peacefully with each other. However, like other canids, aggression is characteristic of the red wolf.
Before the arrival of the settlers to America, the red wolf was very prominent in Cherokee mythology. The wolf, or the Waya, was said to be the companion to the hunter and the father of the Aniwaya, Kanati. killing a red wolf in the Cherokee culture was very avoided because it was thought to evoke the wrath of the killed animal's packmates. Now for the question of the day. Red wolves communicate through a series of scents and vocalizations. Which animal has the red wolf been known to sound like? Is it the A, gray wolf, B, maned wolf, C, coyote, or D, the hyena? The answer is C, coyote. Red wolves communicate through a series of body language through their ears and their tail. They also communicate through scents and sounds, including the famous ow, howling, barking, yapping, and growling. They're said to sound like coyotes, but red wolves are lower pitched and their howling lasts longer. So it sounds something like this.
According to paleontologist Ronald Nowak, the oldest fossil remains of the red wolf are 10,000 years old and were found in Florida near Melbourne, Levi, Citrus, and Brevard County, and in a natural spring called the Devil's Den Cave. It's also known to the locals as Ginny Springs. Nowak notes that questionable fossil remains of the gray wolf were found in the southeastern states. He also theorizes that following the extinction of the dire wolf, the coyote appeared to have been relocated by the red wolves until the turn of the last century, when wolves were being culled and the coyote took over and expanded their range. It's also theorized that red wolves are the natural hybridization of coyotes and gray wolves. This has been highly debated among scientists, paleontologists, zoologists, mammalogists, and even people just interested in animal research. There has been studies from genealogical to MRI scans, CAT scans, cranial scans, fossil records, etc., and it's still debated. The best evidence to support that they are a separate species is the study of their cerebellum within the brain, and found that the red wolf was a distinct species and was closest related to the gray wolf. Although recent genome studies have shown that they both have a very common ancestor, and today's red wolves comprise of 60% coyote and 40% wolf.
Red wolves are not only killed by humans, but they are primarily killed by other canids as well, such as coyotes and gray wolves. They're not being preyed upon by these animals, but that is a characteristic that other canids have when they have territorial disputes. Young red wolves find that they may actually be preyed upon by alligators, large raptors, and bobcats. Red wolves are very important to the ecosystem because they're the top predator in many areas. They reduce the rodent population and they keep the raccoons, the mice, and the rabbits in check. They even eat the invasive species nutria, and they'll even eat dead animals occasionally. Red wolves help humans by keeping the mice out of your pantry.
Red wolves are still being released to this day into the wild. They have radio collars around their necks to keep track of their whereabouts and behaviors. They are usually released into a very low human environment such as forests, swamps, coastal prairies, and bogs. Sadly, they still end up in human crosshairs either by being hit by vehicles or purposely hunted despite being protected by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife.
Even though they are endangered, you can still help the red wolves by supporting your local zoos that have them in their species survival plan, and even conservations like the Wolf Haven International, Wolf Conservation Center in New York, and places like this, Lincoln Park Zoo. You can even call your state representative and have them support laws that will protect endangered animals like the red wolf. And you can even ask them to donate to conservations as well. We need canines, and the canines need us. We need to help these amazing animals from dipping back into the extinction pot once again. So glad that we got to learn more about the red wolves. Now, if you learned something, or if you want to learn more about your favorite animal, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Also, make sure that you share this video with all of your friends who also want to learn about their favorite animals as well. We also have many social medias that you can follow, including Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Patreon. So I want to give a big shout out to my 2 Patreons, Lindsay and Mama D. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel, and thank you guys so much for helping educate people about animals and how amazing they truly are. For the animal we'll be discussing next time, well, the joke is at the bottom of the description, and that joke is, if 2 kangaroos climbed up a tree and a 3rd kangaroo followed, how many kangaroos would you have in a tree? The answer is tree kangaroos. So next time we'll be talking about tree kangaroos on Kiki's Fun Animal Facts. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye. Thanks so much for joining us for the conservation shout out. This conservation today is for the Wolf Conservation Center.
The Wolf Conservation Center teaches people about wolves, their relationship to the environment, and how humans can help save them. Founded by Helene Grimond in 1999, the WCC is a non-for-profit organization working to educate people and protect wolves in North America. They help protect 2 of the critically endangered wolf species here, the Mexican gray wolf and the red wolf. If you live in South Salem, New York, you can volunteer or even visit or intern. They have many programs such as parties, summer wolf adventures, and a slumber party with the wolves. You can donate to the link provided below.
But you don't have to donate to help the environment. You can do multiple things like turning off the lights when you're not using them, turning off the water when you brush your teeth, using reusable grocery bags instead of plastic grocery bags, or shopping from the list from the FSC shopping list that I also put in the bottom of the description. There's so many cool things you can do to help us save the environment. And remember, it only takes one person to change the world for the better. I'm so glad that you got to join us today. Have a great one. Bye.